So we're going to just explore SQL, and this is going to be like one long running example of building the schema on this database. And if you want to get to these notes, you can get to these notes by going to this URL right here, right there, bang. And you can go to YouTube, Todd McLeod, to get to the whole playlist of all the videos that lead up to this. And that will bring up speed. So if you don't know what schema is and everything like that. So I'm going to start SQL shell and get rid of that one. And then I'm going to write my statements in login. I'm going to write my statements in editor. The editor is not set up for doing SQL, but you know, it does a little bit of help because it just helps me see things better than writing at the terminal. So I'm going to create my database. I just call that a table. It needs to be a database. I'm going to create my database and drop that in. Now my database is created. I could list out my databases, \L. So we'll put that in there, list them out, and then I could change into my database \C Hollywood. So we'll drop that in, and now I'm using that. You can see the terminal prompt change from Postgres to Hollywood. Now I'm going to create some tables, and the tables I want to create are these. So I'm going to create, it could be uppercase or lowercase. I'm just going to go all, well, I guess I'll do it like this. Create customers, and we have CID, which is going to be int primary key not null, and then we're going to have CNAME, which will just be text, and I'm just going to leave it that it could be blank. Whoops. So that created my table, and then I could insert values into customers, values. Is it just insert into? Do I have to do into? Insert into customers the values. And so I'm going to have a number and a comma and then text. And I'm going to do that a couple of times, 10 times I said. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, semicolon. And so then I'll put in my numbers first. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to need this also for actors. So I'm just going to do this. And I know I'm going to do this for actors. It's going to have a similar, it's going to have an ID and a name. And then I'm going to need something, what else do I need? I need movies. So movies will be pretty similar too. So I'll duplicate that, and we'll do this for movies too. So I'm just setting those up to use them. And now I can put in names. And I'm going to go with all customers start with C, just for fun. Charlie, Chris, Christina, Cassandra, Cole, Cabron. I don't know what that means. Is that a bad word in Spanish, Jose? Cabron? No, what's cabron mean? Cabron.
Yeah, that's something else.
What's it mean?
It's like top, bad ass.
All right, that's cool. That works. Carla and Caitlin. I knew a girl named Caitlin once. And what else? Colleen or something. And Christian. Sweet.
Kathy with the C.
We got 10. Now I'm going to create table, and it's going to be movies, and we're going to have movie ID int primary key not null, and movie name, which will be text. And now we're going to insert into movies. Jaws, First Blood, Rambo, I don't know, Terms of Endearment. What are some of my favorite movies? I can't think right now. Heat was great.
Final Fantasy VII had no children.
Okay, that's way too much type. But
Terminator.
The Lives of Others was great. And a Man Called Ove was great. And Disconnect was great. And what's that one about the AI? The robot, the guy lives up in like Alaska and he brings up the employee, and it's Ex Machina.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
That's great.
What's it called?
Ex Machina. Ex Machina.
I think it's pronounced X. Machina.
Not if you're Todd, you say Ex Machina. Ex Machina, I think you're right. And somebody give me one more favorite.
House Moving
Castle.
Castle.
There we go. And now we're going to create table actors. And it's going to be actor ID, int primary key not null, and actor name, text. And now we're going to insert into actors. And these will all start with A, Alfred. Alfred, Albert, Angel, Angelina, Angie, dun dun dun. What else? Amnia. Never heard of it. What else? Allison. Alejandro.
Bruce.
Needs A's. We're going all A's. Ariel. Something like that. Cool. And now we've created customers, movies, and actors. We need rentals. So we're going to do create table rentals. And it's going to be rental ID, which will be int primary key not null. And then we'll have customer ID, which will be an int. And I think we could do not null references. And it's going to be customers CID. And then we're going to do movie ID, which will be int not null references movies movie ID, right? I'm not sure if that not null is going to work there. Yep, worked. And then we're going to insert into rentals. And the values will be, it's going to be 3 numbers and then that. So if I want to go generate a whole lot of numbers, I could come here and I could print out, it's from mathrand.int_n, and it takes in, I think, the numbers I want to do up till 10 plus 1. We'll see what that does. And import it. There we go. So I got a 2, and then I'm going to loop that for I : =0, I less than 110, 100, and then I ++. Format all that, run it. And so we've got 1 through 10. That's looking good. And I need that, you know, several times. So, and then I need it and I want it no print line. So just print. And I need this at the beginning, and I need this at the end. And then I need a comma after each one. So that should give me a comma after each number. It starts getting wacky looking. So there's the first one, there's the second one, there's the next one, there's that one. And then I need to replicate that. And then get rid of the last comma. So there are my numbers of who rented what. So I'm just going to copy all that. Oh, I need a comma after this one. And we'll insert those values there. And put a semicolon. And yeah, that works. Duplicate key value violates, because this has to be, I did this last time. This has to be I. That first one. And it needs to be I plus 1. So we need to go from 1 to 101. There we go. Because my key value can't be duplicated, and that's what I was doing. Come on. Sweet, inserted 100 records. And now we need to basically duplicate that. And we're going to create a cast members table. In cast members, the CM, what I called over here, I called it C, cast members. I called it CA. I'll call it CA here. And CA will have a movie ID. And it will have an actor ID. Why do I have actors ID? There we go. Cool, and now I need to insert into cast members. And that's just going to be, since I put in 10 records and actors and also movies, any of these will work. All right, so I got my records. So my database is all built. And we'll call this video here at 13 minutes building the database.